This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check in. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
72. 13. 50.
Here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Drake. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Franks. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
To throw is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Drake. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Let me go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Brady. It's complete to Drake. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Franks, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football and not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's get it.
Wait, that 380.
He's coming. Check in. To run.
Check and reload.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Franks. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Franks. And he's got some space here. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Franks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coaches.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to fire you up.
Brady now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Play action. Now it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 13. Watch the run. Watch the run. Goal 50. Mike 13.
On 2nd and 9. Brady. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 13. Mike 13. Hey, 2nd.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Brady now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Kiko Alonso charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Rip. Easy. 13.
Throwing is Brady on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gay knocks this one through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down, Saints.
On first down, Franks. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. He's checked.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And an alley to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 58 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Caden Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Wait, set. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Here we go, here we go. Sugar! 13, Mike, 72.
Brady gonna throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Brown at $3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing on first down. Franks. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready? Check mark 45. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Off play action. Franks. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Franks. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Brady to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they worked.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. What's good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper lane?
Yeah, I think.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10. Franks. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Franks. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Franks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To throw, it's Brady. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Wait, 2nd, reload! 47. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Bravo!
Brady going to throw here. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Regular. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Brady going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week.